I started riding when I was 4 and racing when I was about 6. My dad did it when he was a teenager and into his 20s. So once he had kids, he knew that he wanted them on bikes, and I was the first one. My dad is my #1 mentor. So he has taught me everything that he knows from his racing experience. My dad wanted to have a boy. He was kind of bummed when I wasn't, because he wanted some kid that would go out into the desert and ride with him. And turns out I'm the only one that actually wants to. Surprise, you're welcome. I love motocross because it is super thrilling and I have a great time every time I'm out there. I really love that it's a co-ed sport and that I can race against the boys. I think that's really fun. I just love the challenge that it brings. I love high-speed sports and things that are really fast-paced. The hardest thing about motocross would be the mental aspect of it. To keep going with your heart rate crazy high and keeping up with the competition and keeping that motivation and that drive to keep going is definitely the hardest part. Everybody hits walls where it's tough and they don't want to keep going, and I've been there myself. If you get over that challenge, then it's going to be so much fun and so worth it. My biggest achievement so far was probably at Nationals this year. In August, I went and I raced in the girls 11 to 16 class, and I placed 2nd overall in the nation there. I also raced in the women's 12 plus class and placed 4th in that class, and that would probably be my biggest achievement. At Nationals, I was on what's called a Super Mini, which is the biggest size of bikes for kids. Just the fastest motor I've ever raced with, and the best suspension, and everything on that bike was dialed in for exactly what I needed and wanted. It's for sale if you know anyone who's in the market. I'm really lucky to live in such an amazing area, and we have a really cool race series that goes through Utah and Idaho called the RMX series, and there are some really fast female racers in RMX, and there are not a lot of other places across the US that have that many girls that race at such a high level. So I think it's really cool that some of those other girls and I have built up a really good reputation for ourselves within that, and I think the girls all over the country have built up a good reputation, and they're all super nice. I mean, the girls that I talk to at the local races are super fun, and we all get along really well. And honestly, back at Nationals, a lot of, the boys don't always get along, and I can tell they butt heads a lot. But the girls, we get off the track, and I've been hugged by so many of my top competitors, and I feel like that is the coolest thing that you don't see in a lot of other sports. I have had days and weeks and months where I have spent my time inside, playing on electronics and other things like that. And I have had weeks and months and years of my life spent outside, and I will absolutely tell you that every moment outside is better than inside. I would take every opportunity I could to go outside as a kid, and it has absolutely paid off in more ways than one. My name is Sophie Phelps. I'm 17 years old and I race motocross.